Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe and this is the weekly update. I'm going to be going over the content this week as well as the banners, and I'm going to showcase a little bit of summoning that I did because I mentioned I was going to get that Memento for Naofumi and Raphtalia, and I did. And then there was also something I wanted to summon on for at least one step because I thought it was too good to pass up. But we will get to that later. So first and foremost, there is a challenge board for elemental and rainbow shards. Pretty easy, just do a bunch of stuff. Some of it 21 times, some of it 107 times, but most of this stuff you'll just get over the course of playing. And then the Emma one's around for another week too if you haven't finished that one yet. So let's start with the port battle. So that is going on for this week. If it's your first port battle, it's a raid where you only have a limited number of tries per day. And you also can't use the same characters more than once. So in other words, I kind of hate it. But you can get some decent prize. And sometimes the battles are at least kind of interesting. Like for this giant Taurus one, the best way to damage them is use characters that have like an HP drain reactive while they have guts on. Because like the best runs that I had was like a solo Casa and then like using Shayna. And if you have the accessory, the glitter guard, it's really, or no, not the glitter guard. Sorry, the Yggdrasil shield. I get those two mixed up sometimes. But the Yggdrasil shield will give you guts. And then Fiona, if you have her, is also really good because she can apply a one-time guts. I found that the duration ones like Dark Tearfing weren't quite as effective, but yeah. Whatevs. That is the port battle. So, if you try to do it first thing, you can't because you have to like earn battle points by doing stuff and then you use them. It's messy and it's complicated and it doesn't feel as rewarding and it's way too dependent on your port. So I don't love it, but it's a thing that you can do. It is a good incentive to try to put together a strong port, I guess. I can say that much. But anyway, so also related to the collab, we have a new unit and a new memento. So that unit is Filo, and she's a wind elemented kind of magic user. I don't know a ton about her. Other than that, I'm kind of burned out on wind shards and stuff, so I'm not going to be chasing after her. I'll talk about acquiring her a bit more, though, when I do the banner overview, because it'll be a very similar situation to Raphtalia. And then there's also an EX+, I think actually 3 EX+s that they added, in addition to the gear stage that they added for Filo as well. Is it Filo or Filo? I honestly have no idea. Oh, there's also a New Year's quest. You can get a gear that looks okay, but it's easy to get, so you might as well. And then this New Year's quest, it's not new technically, but they did add runes to it, so I would definitely recommend doing that once a day as well. Especially because it's the new like evasion-based one that they just came out with. Get you a little head start on that. And then the EX+s are in here. I haven't tried it yet. Heard that they're kind of hard, as an EX+ should be. But there's some pretty good rewards both in the elemental shards you can get and from the milestones as well. So I think it's worth the trouble. And yeah, other than that, actually wait. See if I can find it in the news. Some other units got Gate 6, and it's good to be reminded of which one, especially because one of them was Hisham, which is pretty good because he does some fun stuff with his panels. Also the Pirates, Lucian, Azuma, and Miyuna. Okay, so that's nothing too crazy. I use some of those people sometimes. And apparently Lucian got some other upgrades as well. I don't know if that's enough to bring him back to where he used to be long ago. Oh, and then about Uzuma, she kind of sucks right now. Like she's kind of considered the low bar for a limited unit. Like her general scarcity vastly outweighs her utility right now. But very recently in Japan, she just got a Job Plus and got boosted. So if you have her lying around, she's also easy to farm. And if you have her limited memento, just hang on for a few months and then eventually she might be able to become one of your better wind magic units. But not now, though. Now the best thing that she can do is maybe apply the Shrine Maiden buffs really quickly in a battle, and that's about it. All right, that was a bit of a tangent there. But yeah, that's about it for content. I think most of the week is going to be focusing on the port battle and then maybe rune farming for that new Phantom set, and then working on the EX+s for the collab. And with that, let's move on to the banner review. Alright, and here we are at the banners. So first up is a Grand Summon for Mementos. It's a reroll banner where you get 10 5-stars and you can redraw up to 3 times. So if you've got the paid gems for it, it's definitely good use of your paid gems. Much better than the like 100 summons, because you can actually have a little more control over what you might end up getting. Just don't get greedy. That never ends well. And after that is a paid summon that I only think that like the most whaley of players should do, because otherwise, it's just reliefs. There's other ways to get reliefs for free. So really, you're just paying to accelerate your progress. You're basically cutting out time. If you can afford to do that, cool. But most of us either can't or shouldn't. And then after that is a 9-step summon where you can guarantee the new unit Filo. However, I have to say, based on input that I received on the last weekly update about Raftalia, and since it's the exact same type of banner, it's going to apply here. This is not a good banner, because even though you can guarantee the unit, it's all the way at step 9, and you're not given anything that will help you progress the unit after you acquire them. Like the Naofumi one was good because if you pulled him early, you could still do the guarantee and get 100 extra shards of him, and so that was awesome. This doesn't give collab coins. It doesn't give any free shards. So if you go all the way to the end, the only thing you're getting out of it is the unit. So you would definitely be better off just transmuting her and then making up the deficit of shards with collab coins. And you can do that this way. You shouldn't have to spend too many gems in the Louis shop, but if for whatever reason you're really unlucky, you could just do a few steps on this unlimited 3-step, which I normally wouldn't recommend, but there's only one unit. You guarantee the 25 soul shards, and you get collab coins along the way, so as soon as you transmute them, you can start using them on the unit. That, I think, is the best way to get her. It applied to Raftalia. I think it applies to Filo. So I'm sure that there's going to be people that really like this unit. Maybe they need the wind magic, or maybe it's their favorite character from the anime, something like that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the transmutation path, like even more than usual, just because of all the free shards that we've gotten. Alright, so after all the Filo stuff is a banner nobody should do. As cool as Suyi's kit is, we're back to normal on the 3-step unlimited banners. And then below that is a 5-step for normal farmable units. If you're new, might be worth 500 gems. Otherwise, just forget all about it. Then we've got a 5-step for the new collab Memento. So the first one was Now and Raftalia, and then this one covers Filo and Melty. So if either of those units are really important to you, then you might want to get this Memento. Not as expensive as normal via 9-step, so that's kind of nice. You also get a ton of summon coins from this, and I was looking at it, and I have 760 summon coins. So if I really wanted to, I could do this banner, and then have just about enough to get the Memento selector via the coin shop. But I was looking at it, and I was like, that's not really worth it to me, because I either already have the mementos in there or I'm not interested in them. But if there was a memento I really wanted in there, and maybe that might be for you, like the Ultima memento, or maybe Bashini's your favorite character and you want his New Year's memento, then if you have if you've got the gems for it, you could just amass a ton of summon coins. That's normally not possible to do without wasting a ton of gems on, say, just normal pool summons. So. And then if you don't want to go for that, you can also get otherworldly shards for 100 coins each. So you could at least get, that might help you cap out a gate on Raftalia or Filo or Naofumi. That was just something I thought of just now. So after that, we have a 7-step memento banner where every single step gives you a limited memento. Pretty sure they're all, yeah, they have to all be limited if they're all occasions. So this banner is really good. If you are not at all interested in the collab and you got discount tickets you want to use, I'd pop them here, especially because the first step is really, really good, just because it includes Minerva's memento, and Minerva's awesome. She's awesome without a memento. She's awesome with it. So that by itself, that's why I went for, if you notice it says step 2 out of 7, I went for step 1, and I'll showcase what happened there. I'm not going to showcase what happened on the Raftalia and Naofumi one, because as you can see it says step 5 out of 5. I think that tells you all you need to know. I got some duplicates of like Gerald's and Teona's memento, where Teona was max limit break, so that was kind of cool. Given that I use both those units when I'm running Thunder Physical, but other than that, didn't get it until the guarantee, so that's that. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this banner, and honestly, I probably could have just forgotten it, and everyone would have been better off. But it's not that good. Shenmei's is normal pool. You can get it for free via selector. And then Uzuma's is just not that good either. It does have a good VCR for stat veiling, but there's other ways to accomplish that. So it's not like you should spend 20,000 gems just to get an accessory that can stat veil. That's just absurd. Yeah, so that is the end of banners. So let's just take a look at what I got for the limited memento before we sign out. Alright, and let's start this 7-step. Oh, downloading. That means I didn't get Nika's memento. Don't have the other 3. And what is this guarantee going to be? There's also another red. That is the result I wanted most. That doesn't happen too often. I always feel a little bit shortchanged on global mementos, unless your name is Zhang Yi or Emrys. So it's kind of nice to get Minerva's, because I've got her pretty built up. And the lack of her memento is really the only thing stopping her from being one of my best light units. So that's all fixed now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I am pretty sure that any off guarantee, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but I think they're all just going to be normal pool mementos after that. So the ceiling, just got a little bit lower post the guarantee, but I still think this is a pretty good banner. Even if I'm going to probably call it good after just this first step. Unless I get a ton of gems or something before the banner is over. But it's hard to beat Memento. I really wanted it. 25% chance for that price. So, alright, what's the last red? And that is what we call 100 vision coins. Okay, so one more thing. I wanted to showcase what Naofumi is capable of once you do have his Memento max limit breaked. Because I just finished getting all of that done. Get his P defense up a little bit. I didn't pop the Wild Beast Tamer thing on him, but that is also something you could do to get his P defense up higher to get an even bigger nuke going. But yeah, so it was like 7,000 something before, and now his weapon art went up to like 47, and then the Burning Curse went to like 33,000 damage. This is with a full Snowball. He got hit 10 times. So yeah, that is it. And I will see you all next time.